Hey, it's Steve Riley. Welcome to this episode of Great Practice, Great Life. I have an incredibly unusual special guest for you today, talking about a very interesting topic. So I have the Honorable Chief Judge Mark Klingensmith joining us. And Judge Klingensmith is the Chief Justice for the 6th DCA here in Florida. He's one of 6 Chief Justices in the state of Florida that's responsible for the appellate court system. Now, I've done a separate podcast with him because his story of how he became a Chief Justice is in itself a remarkable journey. So I've asked his permission that I can extract his journey out of the prior podcast. And I've just kept it separate so you can hear it because it's a fantastic journey, lots of lessons and lots of things to learn from the Honorable Judge Klingensmith. Now, as we listen to this particular podcast, one of the concerns I had when we did this, because this one came out right when ChatGPT 4 had been released, and Judge Klingensmith had done an incredible article for the Florida Bar talking about how he perceived, or at least prognosticated, about how AI would be impacting the judiciary. So what we did today, and it may be somewhat obsolete just because AI is changing so quickly, but I doubt it. Because at the core of this is the Honorable Klingensmith's perspective of how technology has advanced and how it might impact the future of the practice of law and the judiciary. So he talks very openly about how he sees the potential for artificial intelligence to replace the role of judges. He talks about how the advancement of ChatGPT and its ability to impact the legal industry. And really asking the question of how will it shape what we do when it comes to helping people resolve disputes, determine the administration of justice. He thinks it's going to eliminate a lot of law clerks for those of you that are former law clerks out there, because ChatGPT, and he talks about this a little bit in the podcast, is really talking about the impact of it synthesizing large bodies of law and really helping him as a judge on decision making. So as you listen to this podcast, remember the podcast is about great practice, great life. And I want you to start thinking from multiple perspectives, because this is a unique perspective. This is one of 6 judges in the state of Florida that has earned the privilege and the distinction of being a chief appellate court.